I'd like to welcome everybody to the show and give everybody an idea of where Skunk Ape Unit headquarters is located. We are that blue dot on the map there, and just want to show you how close we are to Big Cypress National Preserve and the last great frontier. We are a hop, skip, and a jump away from the Everglades, where in the future we'll be taking airboat rides and different excursions deeper in to the Everglades. But today I wanted to talk to you about something that's happening a little closer to civilization here, and I have its nature preserve theory. And it's a theory that I have about the skunk ape and how close they get to civilization. And one case here is at a Walmart or a big supermart that has a lot of garbage, a lot of food. Look at all this land, look at all this preserved land right behind the supermarket here, where I think they can access food safely. Now, just to give you an idea of how big this land is, let's look at the plot next to it. This is north to what I'm talking about here, and you're looking at like 20 houses here, a big huge lake, tennis courts in there. So I mean, right now I'm just talking, there's a lot of land around here, but off the map here, off the grid, so to speak. But what I'm talking about is what this Hillsborough Pine nature area. So it's just like it's all protected. It's really dense. There's not much happening here. I think it's a good spot where the skunk ape can reside or come in off the Everglades because they're so close. Come in and do their dumpster diving and get out without anybody noticing. So if you don't know anything about dumpster diving, it's where people go out. There's a lot of produce that supermarkets throw it out. The people go in day, night, wherever they go in, they pick up all this stuff that the food places they can't sell because of the dates, but they check the dates for the meat. They check the dates for what they're throwing out. It's still good to eat, they just can't sell it. So I'm thinking if a bear or a raccoon or something like that can get into one of these dumpsters, I think it's quite possible, quite feasible that a skunk ape could too. I think it's definitely possible that a skunk ape can do that. So my nature preserve theory, basically we set up a grid and we go through and we're going to go through and we set up cameras and we set up motion detectors and we'll go out there and physically scout out these areas for days and check out and try to record as much as possible, just because we're so close to the Everglades here. And if you look, that orange marker, that's what the area we're talking about right now, and everything where you don't see anything, that's just the Everglades. That's just the great beyond. So that's my nature preserve theory, and we're going to put it to the test. So stay tuned. Now I just want to give you a little idea of why I came up with this theory. Over at our Walmart, look at the damage to these dumpsters right here. Just take a look at what is going on. What could cause this kind of damage to these dumpsters? It's amazing. I mean, that's like steel. That's being bent by something. I know that it's not bears. I've seen bears in dumpsters all the time. Maybe they can do a little damage, some scratches here, maybe to the rubber top they can bend. They can knock them over, things of that nature. I know it's not the dumpster divers, that are going in there for fresh produce and meat and all that kind of stuff. I did find this on the internet. This is a wild boar in I think Singapore, with the little baby boars and stuff like that. But that's like a 500-600 pound boar right there, and I don't see it doing that kind of damage to what's I've witnessed over here at the Walmart. I mean, just look at that stuff. I mean, what can cause that kind of damage? So that's why we came up with the nature preserve theory. Today we're going to go out. We scouted out some other spots. Today we're going to take a look at Sector 3, Quadrant 8. And this is way we can just document any kind of things happening in that area. So that's what we're up to today. So stay tuned.
That's really disgusting. I really don't like that very much. That's not very nice.
Things we find on the trail.
Yeah, it's not pretty. Really not.
Oh God, that was nasty.
Yeah, I don't like that very much. So we're here in Sector 3, Quadrant 8, and we're here just trying to gather more research about the skunk ape, and we brought a couple of more tools with us that we can use and try and track down the skunk ape, maybe lure him out a little bit. A lot of bugs on here.
Yeah, I think it's this way.
Alright, this one? Yeah. Really excited to go on another adventure. Those are really beautiful trees.
Well, I think that's where he's hanging out. Yeah. Well, that's right where we're going to be looking too.
Didn't sound like
Too big.
it was like crawling or whatever. It sounded like it was up on two legs. I don't know.
I can tell by the birds.
Also like that, man.
I think it's the next one over. Huge bugs.
Hey, this is it right here. Right here. I think so.
All right.
You know, it definitely smells like skunk apes here. I know it. The smell is like fumigating in my nose. It's definitely been here. I don't know if it knocked down the tree, but it's definitely been sitting here. That's for sure. Hey, I want to show you some stuff we're going to use today. Alright, so here's one thing we're using today. This thing right here, which is skunk ape bait. Now what it is it's kind of a lure to attract the skunk ape to come out and do its own thing. We're hoping that this scent right here coming off this will attract it and bring it into the area, and we can photograph it, film it, whatever we need to do. And yeah, this is very important. You're gonna need stuff like this if you're gonna go out and you're gonna go and try and find the skunk ape, because this is like a miracle bait. It's gonna bring anything in. Very strong, potent stuff. And this thing right here will not take it off its own, you know, natural eating habits, or won't draw it off its course. So next thing, this little device right here is going to get us Wi-Fi connection from the Walmart that's pretty close to this nature preserve right here. And this device right here is a sound recording device. And we're going to be able to capture all sorts of sounds and save them onto here, and we can upload it and see what we find. Alright, so this right here is a motion capture camera. I mean, it's just a regular camera. And we're going to record all sorts of stuff on this device, and we're going to put the device somewhere out here and put the scent right next to it, and hopefully it'll draw it in. We can get some video of the skunk ape.
All right. So we got the camera set up, and across from it, we have this little pad here that we're gonna put our skunk ape bait on, okay? And basically, just apply a little bit on the end there. It doesn't take much, okay? We don't wanna draw it away from its natural food source, which I think we're doing anyway, because I think it's right next to this preserve. But this will attract it. So, look at that spider right there.
Whoa.
Zoom in on that. That thing can jump and get you.
I can't even see it on here. That's a big spider.
Holy shit. Felt something touch my head. So, we're gonna put the bait right down in there, so.
That's all you.
Ha!
It's moving now.
Alright, that, oh, that's nice. Shit, I say we just moved the camera, man. Holy.
Come on, you can put it down. Really quick.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that's so scary. No way. It just captured its prey and it's gonna go and eat it. Oh, it's making a web? I don't know what the hell it's doing.
Stop moving because of me.
Yeah, I know. Who knows if that thing's poisonous, man? I'd back away.
That is. No, that thing can jump out you and get you.
Yeah.
Kill you. Probably there's more than one of them out here.
Yeah. I don't feel safe, dude.
Well,
I think
there's a lot of dangerous shit out here.
that's for sure. Skunk Ape's
Oof.
one of them.
Yeah, look at this bee next to me. Holy